Are you ready to get carried away? It's our 15th birthday week, and you know what that means.
Amazing launches, fabulous free gifts, and a few crafty surprises up our sleeves.
So head on over to the Crafters Companion website, or, as we like to call it, Party Central, and find out more.
Party Central indeed. That is what we're in the midst of here at Crafters TV, celebrating, of course, Crafters Companion's 15th birthday. Amazing launches for you, amazing products. It's an incredible event. It's been so busy already, and it's going to continue to be. There are so many different things coming up for you, and this is Creative Cravings, but it's going to be a bit of a different one. I'm here with Craig. Craig, tell me about Creative Cravings. I know you're super excited about this show.
I am. I'm so excited. Not only is it kind of like my first show here with Party Week, all about our birthday. Cannot believe that, 15 years. Can't believe even I've been here for just under 2 years. But yeah, we're all about our birthday celebrations. However, Creative Cravings is all about hunky-dory crafts as well. So we have got brand new collections to us at Crafters TV. We've got one of them that is now my all-time favourite when it comes to Bohemian Bliss, but we've got some butterflies, we've got forever florals if you like your hydrangea, we've got cards that are going to enable you to make really quick and simple cards. You can then go all out and make them big and decorative and large if you wanted to, mix and match, use your petals, use your spritz and inks, use your gems. There's so much that we're going to be showing you over the next couple of hours, and what we'll do when we come back, I'll have picked up all the samples that I've just dropped on the floor, and we'll show you some of the things that you can be making.
Sounds like an absolute plan. Greg's going around there picking everything up. Yeah, there's loads. Creative Cravings is basically that one show of the week where we're not afraid to take it back to basics a little bit. But, you know, experienced crafters, you're still going to learn absolutely loads from this show. But it is maybe the show where we break things down a little bit. That also means it's a great show to get in touch with us as well with any questions that you may have. And you can do that in the usual ways. Of course, on Facebook, on the Crafters TV Facebook page, and of course on our YouTube channel. Loads of you saying hi today as well. Denise, Laurie from Kansas, Pamela in Pennsylvania, Clarice from South Carolina, I can see Angelia from Tennessee, Marie, God, Marie's in Bermuda, hello, and Diane says hi to Joe, and Craig the Scotty Hottie, wow, some Craig fans in the house today, absolutely, Craig's face. Scotty, that's what I'm calling you from now on. Craig the Scotty Hottie. That's going to be your new name now. Because we're so much he wants to say. Because we are in the midst of our birthday celebrations, there are tons of incredible reasons for you to shop with us across this event. Firstly, double points, which is amazing. If you are eyeing the next level in Club Inspire, I think this is definitely going to be the event that is going to get you there. Double points across everything you see in our shows here at Crafters TV, also across the entire website, which is awesome. And also more free gifts, and you can shake a pokey tool at for the next couple of weeks. When you're spending over £10 or $10, you get a daily free gift. Craig's waving his pokey tool at me. You get a daily free gift. Today's is the Happy Birthday die set. Here, as you can see, when you get that, when you spend over £10 or $10. There's also a free gift when you spend over £50 or $50. You're going to get one of our fabulous tricolour aqua markers, which are absolutely awesome. Big launch coming soon on those. And if you spend over £100 or $100 in one transaction, you will also get the craft roll tool as well, which is a fabulous piece of storage. Free UK delivery as well. Don't forget about that. So there are loads of reasons for you to shop with us. This show is all about, of course, Hunky Dory, an incredible British brand who bring us the utmost quality when it comes to our paper crafting. Everything designed and manufactured in-house by them in the northwest of England as well. So an incredible company. There's absolutely loads on the show. I really urge you, with this show more than any, to get over to the website and have a shop ahead. So pop yourself over to crafterscompanion.co.uk.com.au, click shop the show and see everything that is in there. It's really good as well because all the descriptions list all the pages and how many sheets of everything and what exactly you're getting included. I'll try my best to keep you abreast of that as we go through the show. But if you miss anything, you want to know anything, then let me know in the comments and I'll do my best to keep you going. Also, whilst you're over on the website, there are so many incredible deals across every single single genre of product that we have on the website. So it's a really good place to have a good hunt around whilst we are in the midst of our birthday. Now, there's a few collections that are really, really busy coming up in this show. Let's start off with our first collection. So this is a Hunky Dory Flight of the Butterfly collection that you've got here for you. In this, you're going to get the luxury card collection with 24 sheets. You get 12 sheets of your inserts and 48 pages in that 8x8 topper pad as well. $29.97 or $43.49. Now, you can still use your club inspired discount even when you're shopping with other brands. So with guest brands, you can still use that discount, which is awesome. The next collection that we've got, I will take you through all of these in more detail as we go through the show as well. So this one here is your Hunky Dory Forever Florals. You've got 8 sheets of toppers, 12 of the 16 of the background sheets, 36 inserts, and 150 pages of the little books, and 16 sheets of parchment in there as well, which is awesome. Right, the next one we've got for you is the Bohemian Bliss, and in here you've got 8 topper sheets. You get 36 sheets of the inserts, 48 sheets in that pad, as well as 16 sheets of the parchment, and also 30 sheets of adorable scoreable as well. It really is a fantastic collection, that one. The next one we got is a Popper Topper collection for you here. It says 108 pages in total. But I think we'll get a change. It should be 180 pages in total here. You've got 45 sheets in each one of these fantastic Popper Topper pads. Now, I know what you guys are like. I know some of you are real Hunky Dory fans and want to go for everything. You want to go for the buy the show, you can. We've got that deal available for you. It's all of the collections that I've just shown you available to buy at just one click, saving you almost £70 and over $100. Club inspired discount is going to take that way lower. I need to let you know already, since the start of the show, 10% of the buy the collection are sold out. We're going to have a really, really busy show, I'm sensing. Now we have some gorgeous rainbow cardstock for you on the show as well. It's beautifully arranged along the front of the counter here, and I'm just about to ruin it. I am so sorry, Director Adam. This stuff is awesome. This really is a bit of me, this. Let me just turn this last one around for you. You get 30 sheets in here. It's A4. It's mirror, but with rainbow. Hello. A lot of this has gone already. You can get a quarter of the stock has gone. You can get, it's on a 3 for 2 as well. So for £24 in the UK, you could get 90 sheets. For $33 in the US, you could get 90 sheets because it's on that 3 for 2. So definitely grab that whilst we've got it. And always the Hunky Dory Mirror is always so popular when you see it on the shows. Loads of you chatting away still. Jennifer's got the shop, the show, and ready for inspiration. June saying, hi Craig and Joe, this is going to be a fun-filled couple of hours. You know it. April says, I can't wait to see this set. Carlene said she loved my spectacles. Thank you very much. Patricia saying how classy all the collections are. Tall Jicky says, oh no, more butterflies. I cannot resist. And Will saying that he loves Hunky Dory and Craig's shirt as well. Lots of love for your shirt in the comments, Craig. All of these as well, Craig. I'm right in saying, aren't I, that we've never seen them before on here on Crafters TV, these collections.
No, we haven't. No, we've not seen any of them on Crafters TV. They're new to us. So it's going to be great 2 hours. As to everything that Joe was showing you and saying that we've got on the show, there is so much. So much for different appetites that you like within your crafting needs. So many things that's going to fit throughout. What we're going to do first is we're going to focus on the Bohemian Bliss. Now, what I want to do first is let's just show you some of the things that you can be making. Now, simply with your background cards, just actually pop your toppers into your card, and that's all that you need to do. But then what about making your smaller ones as well? So just with the backgrounds and some of the die cut toppers. All the toppers are die cut. Now this is then using one of the 8x8 paper pads. We'll go over that just in a moment. But then also using leftover strips for your background. Really nice, simple but elegant card there. And then go all out. So this is using some of the Matte-tastic Adorable Scoreable, the background papers within the 8x8 book. We've got the parchment. We're using some of the toppers from the sheets. And that's something similar along those lines when it comes to making what we're going to do first. And that's using a combination of different different things. So what I'm going to do with this one is I've not pre-prepared any of it. We're going to make an 8x8 card, simple 8x8 card, but using some of the elements. So what I've just done is I've just already got an 8x8 card blank, just an ivory one from my own stash, and I've also taken some of my own stash as well, just from gold mirror cards. So we've got that good to go. What I wanted to show you is within the topper sheet, so this is, for instance, one of the topper sheets that you're going to see just here. Now, keeping in mind throughout with the Bohemian Bliss, you know, you're getting 8 topper sheets, but then you're also getting 8 of the background and 8 background that are foiled. So you're getting 2 of each. So you're getting 2 of that one. But then on this one here, so here is one of the coordinated background papers. Say papers, it's cardstock, 350 GSM, but you also get a coordinated one that's got accent foiling onto it. So you'll see just some of the little specks within some of the florals just here. You've actually got a pinky rose gold sort of foiling to it, and that foiling runs throughout that full collection. But what I wanted to do is, I'm not actually going to be using the background cards with the topper sheet. This goes to show how you can then take it even further. What I'm doing is I'm taking one of the 8x8 sheets. Now this one, you'll be able to see, it's actually double-sided. So if we show you that one just there, so you're getting 48 sheets in total, 160 GSM, so you can do a lot with these ones, and you're getting 12 designs, and you're getting 4 of each. So what we're going to do is, let's bring in my guillotine. And what we're going to do is simple bits of matting and layering, and we're going to pop it all together and show you how you can make a quick but really effective 8x8 card. So you know by now me, when it comes to my mats and layers, I always do them at 1/4 of an inch increments. So my 8x8 card blank is 8x8, funny enough. So what we're going to do is my gold mirror card, we're just going to do that to 7 3/4 by 7 3/4. You could absolutely use the mirror rainbow that's on the show as well. But then what I'm going to do with this one is, obviously I want to make that a wee bit smaller. So this one's going to be 7.5 by 7.5. But what I want it to do is I want it to be still even at each side. So it's going to be very centralised within the middle. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take 1/4 of an inch off at each side. That will then bring me down to 7.5 inches. So I'm just taking 1/4 off that side and 1/4 off that side. Then I'm also going to do 1/4 at that side and then 1/4 at that side. So that gives me down to 7.5 inches, which gives me the perfect mats and layers that you can see just there. Of course, bringing in my ivory card blank. Now, this is one of the collections that's going to work really well, whether you're using white cardstock or ivory cardstock. So let's pop that one to the side. And then I'm also just bringing in a sheet of the parchment. Now, you're getting 16 sheets within the parchment, but you're getting within the collection as well. Just look at that. You're getting so many different designs throughout the parchment sheets, all A4 in size. So with this one, what I want to do is also, I want to bring that down to 7.5 by 7.5 as well. So what I'm going to do then is that's then going to just overlay. So you'll see this one just here. What I'm actually going to do, I'm going to make that smaller, because then that's covering up a lot of that design, which I don't want it to do. However, because it's parchment, you still get that slight bit of see-through. So you see how you're layering up the images. We've got the florals in the corner here, but then the parchment just adds to it. But what I want to do is I'm going to bring that down to 5.5 inches. So this is then going to centralise the topper, which I'm just a way to bring in. And then that's really all that we're going to do to assemble the card. I'm going to bring in my topper sheets. Now, as I was saying earlier on, these are all die cut. So you've got all of that foiling. All the foiling is Miri, which of course is a brand, as you will know by now. You've got the main images. You've got another one here, which you could be using as a separate card. But then you've got sentiment on this one. That could equally be a separate card. You've got all these additional sentiments here. You've got your ribbon border down the side. But if you've got small dies, if you've got any of your punches or that, you could be using all these little bits here, Joe. So you don't need to then waste any of it. Use all these bits. Matte-tastic, so you can ink onto it as well.
Also, I need to let you know that 15% now of the Buy the Show collection has already sold out and gone. It's really busy. Already a lot of you with it in your baskets. Remember, in that Buy the Show collection, you're getting all of the collections that are featured on this show, which is awesome. It's the best value far and away. And I guess, Craig, you know, a lot of these shows we look at putting cards together or projects together and using all the elements of the collection, but I'm guessing they also lend themselves to just taking a little bit, you know, and intermixing it with some of the other designs or brands that you may have, like all the stuff that we bring you.
Absolutely, of course you can, no problem at all. For instance, let's bring in my 8x8 pad. So this is the one that I've got, and trust me, you know, I've only used a couple of sheets already, but they're all double-sided. Now, this would work really well with our peacock collection.
Yeah.
You know, can you imagine incorporating the peacock collection with the colours that you've got? I mean, look at that one there. We're going to do a bit of home decor later on in the show, but then you've got that one, pop it in a frame, there's your home decor. But as I say, you've got your matching designs on the back as well, so use it for your mats and layers, for your paper folding. If you like to do all these concepts as well, you could be using them, but look at the colours that run throughout. So yeah, any other colours that you've got or collections you've got at home, absolutely use them and incorporate them as well. But what I've just done with this one is, with this circle topper, I've just popped it out. Now you will get little pips that are just holding it into place. What I do is I always just cut them out just with my scissors, just to release them. And then what that does is that stops you from seeing any of the little pips. It just makes it that wee bit more professional when it comes to making your cards. But then this one here, you've also got your inner circle that's also die cut. And this is all foiled as well. But with the circle, what I'm going to be doing is, if I can just get my scissors in just here, I'm not actually going to be using this inner circle frame. So what you could be doing is using this elsewhere. You could maybe stamp a sentiment into it if you wanted to. It's entirely up to yourself. But then that is then just going to give us our outside circle as well as our die cut image within the middle. Use your glitters onto it as well. We've got the glitters that are also on the show as well. You could be adding that onto it. But that's all that I'm going to be using for this card. So let's just bring these elements just in. We're going to be layering these all up. So let's just bring in our tape runner for this one. And then if we just go all the way around. Now I'm using the tape runner. When I'm at home, I like to use my double-sided tapes, but you can use your wet glues as well. All of these collections, whether it's the paper pads, the 8x8 paper pads, whether it's the cardstock within the collection, these are all top quality. So if you use your wet glues on them, such as your tacky glue or your Collal all-purpose, you're not going to get any kind of like warping with your cardstock. You're not going to notice any of that at all. So I'm just pressing this one down, and then what I'm going to do is bringing in my vellum. I've kept it straight, however you could then tear it, maybe distress it. But you can see what I mean by, the reason I made it smaller is we can still see some of that outside line of all that image within the 8x8 pad. However, you're still getting that bit of see-through. So it's all adding to the depth to the actual card. So what I'm just going to do for this one, what I'm going to do is, because my topper is going to go right within the middle, I'm just going to add some adhesive within the middle of my parchment, and this is then going to cover up
that's a really
any of
clever
the
one,
adhesive.
Craig. Because I was wondering how you were going to stick that to there without seeing it.
Yeah, it's kind of like all about either tricking the eye or just doing a bit of magic when it comes to your adhesive. It's just hiding where you're popping your adhesives, whether it's behind your topper, maybe behind your sentiment, a gem, a pearl, anything like that. Just hide your adhesives. Now with these die cut circle, what I'm just doing is I'm just popping it on flat. And the reason I had pre-planned it being 5x5 is because it's just slightly bigger than my die cut circle just here. So that one I'm keeping on flat. This one, what I'm going to do is let's just raise that up just a wee bit with our foam pads. You could keep this flat if you wanted to, no problem at all. But if we just lift this one up, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that one just within the middle. Then what we'll also do, let's bring in our sentiment. Now you're getting 36 sheets of your insert, with this collection here. These are all matte, a very subdued look to them, which means you can stamp onto them, you can print onto them with your printer as well, do your own inserts. But for this one, what we're going to do is we're just going to cut this down to 8x8. But what I'll do is we'll just make it very, or slightly thinner or smaller than 8x8. What I'm actually going to do is going to do it to 7 3/4 by 7 3/4. And now there is our insert.
Are you
And then-
even matting and laying your insert?
I'm not, no.
Oh,
no,
okay.
you can
I
do.
thought we'd gone to the next level of matting and layering.
No, what I do when it comes to inserts is I then just get mine to the size that I want, and just to keep in mind, when you've chopped that down to work for an 8x8, you've even just got the side part, so that's going to be good for a DL card if you want to use. Again, stamp onto it, print onto it, you can do all these different things. With the insert, to make it that wee bit more luxurious, what I'm doing is, because my actual 8x8 card blank is a top fold card, what I'm going to do is, this top edge here, this is going to be the top of my insert. So I'm just going to run a piece of adhesive all the way along, and I'm just popping that just along the top, just there. Then what I'm going to do is bring this one in, and then just at the top of the fold, I'm just going to then just secure that into place. That's all that I'm doing with my inserts. I do that with all my inserts. Now that just gives you that bit more of a luxury look. You know when you go into the high-end stores, not that obviously I do that now when it comes to my cards, but you've got the inserts that are nice free-flowing. That's exactly the look that it gives you. Then to finish off, what we're just going to do is let's add a bow, and I purposely didn't tie this one beforehand because I know many like to look and see how to do it. So just as we always say, bunny ears. So we're just getting them together, cross them over, and then I'm just going to just tuck that one over and pull. And then that's then just creating our bow. I do have a video on my Facebook with how I've done that one. So we're just going to just neaten that one up just to finish it off. Let's just cut that at an angle, just there, 1 and 2. And then what we'll even do, just to really finish it off, let's just bring in a couple of the diamond sparkles. We've got these on the show as well. We've got the essentials as well as the glitter. So what I'm just going to do is let's go for this very light gold one. You get 3 different sizes of each colour, but I'm just going to pop one in each corner, just here. You can still add colour to them with your classic pens or your tri-blend pens, but we're just going to pick that one up from the sheet, pop it there. That's all that I'm going to do. So that's why I purposely didn't prep any of this card beforehand, because I wanted to show you how you can make a really quite simple but an elegant 8x8 card. And just to show you one slightly different that I'd done beforehand, round the actual 8x8 of the paper, I just went round with a bit of our Plum Jam water reactive ink pad, so you can see kind of the difference that you've got just there. And then even in the corner, that one, I just curled that edges slightly.
Awesome.
So there we go.
Really awesome. And I love that you've done that one in real time for us, Craig, as well. So, I mean, it really is that quick to put together awesome projects with these selections, whether you're putting them together in their entirety or you're bringing some of your other stash. Jane says the rainbow card is lush. A lot of you, I love Craig, says Molly. He always gives measurements and breaks things down so well. The topper sheets are lush, says Angel. Janet says, great tip to add the parchment on top of the design card slot. Never thought of this, so thanks very much, Craig. Loads of chatter in the comments, which is awesome. Remember, the more you comment, the more chance you've got of winning one of our wonderful giveaway bags, which we'll be doing in a little while. Right, let me take you back through what is included in this collection that's on your show at the minute. Details on the screen at the moment for the Buy the Collection, which is really busy. Almost a fifth of the stock of the Buy the Collection is gone. Within that collection, of course, you're going to get the Bohemian Bliss. So I'll just give you the details for Bohemian Bliss on its own. If you want this $34.96 or $51.99, you're getting absolutely loads in here. So you're going to get your 8x8 paper pad. Now this is awesome because you've got 48 sheets, 160 GSM, and you've got 4 designs, 12 of each, 12 designs, 4 of each, which is awesome because it means if you're a fussy cutter, you want to take elements and fussy cut them, you can. It's double-sided as well. It's really, really great quality. So you're going to get that in there, which is fantastic. You're also then going to get as well your inserts. Now, I love the inserts because a lot of the time they have exactly the same artwork, but it's just a little more muted. And in this collection, you're going to get 36 inserts in here, which is absolutely awesome. So you've got that. You've then got the parchment. Sometimes it's referred to as vellum, but it's the same stuff, whatever it is that you're going for. You get 16 sheets, and the great thing about it is it's a really good quality. It's really lovely. It's got a nice shine to it. It's floaty, and it's got that really gorgeous artwork printed on it. I love that some of them have just got artworks in the corners. Some of them are backgrounds. It smells amazing as well. Wait till you get it home. It does smell absolutely awesome. So you've got that in there as well, which is fantastic. Now we're going to move on to the topper collection, which is awesome. So what you've got in here is you've got 8 topper sheets, 4 designs, and you've got 2 of each. So I'll just take you through there exactly what you're getting. So these are the different designs that you've got on here. Sorry, I've gone a bit fingers and thumbs all of a sudden. But you can see here all of those designs that you've got. What you've then got is you've got 16 sheets of background papers as well. They're not papers, this is full-on cardstock that you've got here. Great for making card blanks. Again, you could fussy cut borders or corners out of these if you want to. It's a really versatile weight. I mean, you could die cut it even if you want to as well. And then there is the second lot of all that collection also. You get all of that in there, and that's not where it ends with this. I can't believe the value in this one, because what you're also going to get as well is 30 sheets of our incredible, or Hunky Dory's incredible, adorable, scoreable matte-tastic. It's got bendy ink properties, which means it doesn't crack when you crease it, which is awesome. This is as well such a good heavyweight of cardstock. It's about, I think it's a 310 GSM, this one. So really good heavyweight, wonderful for your card blanks as well. You get all of that in there for that price that you're seeing there, $34.96 or $51.99. You're going to get double points. You can use a Club Inspired discount as well. And you'd also get a free gift too. So loads of different things that you can shop for. Buy the show collection, far and away the busiest. I'm going to recap exactly what you're getting in there. So you're getting basically 4 different collections. You're getting the Flight of Butterflies collection in there, which has 3 items in it. You're then getting the Forever Florals, which contains 4 items. You've got the Bohemian Bliss in there with the 5 different items. And then you've got the 4 popper topper pads in there as well. It's very, very busy on that. Club Inspire Platinum members, you can get the Buy the Show collection for $97.59 or $141.59. So everyone's saving $68.85 or $100.73. Club Inspire Platinum members, you're saving $93.25 and $136.13. So the best way to get the best value is to buy the whole show. If you want to get the individual collections, they're all available there for you as well. Something else that's busy is the self-adhesive shimmer roll. This stuff is awesome. It's basically like a self-adhesive glitter card almost that's malleable and bendable, and it means that you can stick it onto stuff. It die cuts beautifully as well. $3.99 or $5.99 if you want to get hold of that. The heavyweight acetate is always busy when we bring this to you. $9.99 or $13.99 if you want to grab hold of that one. You get 30 sheets and it's 220 microns, which basically means that's a really nice sort of heavy weight of cardstock, which is awesome. Something else that's very busy is this rainbow mirror cut. We knew this would be. A third of this has gone. Check this out. How awesome is this? So you've got it there in the circles. You've also got this one, which is my favourite. It's like a rainbow ombre, which is gorgeous. And you've then got the other design there as well. It's a good weight, this one. I'd say it's about a 250. So a nice versatile weight. Good for card blanks. Nice if you want to die cut with it. It would emboss beautifully as well. So it's a really, really good versatile weight. 220, so that was a good guess, wasn't it? 220 GSM is the weight on that one just there. Right, next one we're going to be taking a look at, what Craig's going to be guiding us through, is the Forever Florals, which is available in its own on a collection, which is right here on your screen. As you can see, they're $28.47 or $42.49 is your price, and you're going to get your 8 topper sheets in here. You're going to get 16 background sheets, 36 inserts, and 150 pages of little book. And you're getting your parchment in there as well, which is awesome. Craig, this is a really nice one, this one, isn't it? It's kind of muted, florally, one that you're going to be able to give to lots of people for lots of occasions.
Absolutely, yeah, and you're spot on there when you say it for different occasions. You absolutely are. Also matte-tastic, which means you can ink onto it, you can stamp onto it, do all your different concepts. So let's show you a few things first of what you can be doing. So again, straight away you can be doing your large cards if you want to, but then you can start to do your smaller cards as well. So just pop them all out, pop out the elements, cut them down, pop them onto your card blanks, whether it's 8x8, whether it's your 5x5, 6x6, 7x7, all of these ones. But bring in your Ultimate Pro, do all your different concepts. So if you want to do your easel cards, steppers cards, center steppers, you can be using them as well. The great thing with Hunky Dory is the fact is you could be an absolute beginner and just with a couple of card blanks and some adhesive, you can be making cards. What we say when it comes to the Hunky Dory collection is you can be just folding the cardstock over and then adding the toppers on top. Of course, to make it go that wee bit further, what we'd say is just bring in your own card blanks and then cut down the background. So what I just mean by that is this is one of the background cardstocks we're going to be using. Again, half of them are accent foil and half of them are that printed design. So for this one here, what we would say is if you're a new beginner, just by folding that in half, then there is your card blank and then you can pop your toppers in there. That's all you need to do. But of course, to make it go even further, cut it in half or cut it to the size you want and start to do your cards that way, and it'll make it last longer. But I thought what we will do is, a couple of weeks ago, I had made a gift wallet using one of our Christmas collections, and we never actually got time to show it. So many people are saying, Craig, I really want to see how you done that. So what we're doing is I have redone it, but done it within this hydrangea collection. But following the measurements I'm going to give you, you can do it with any collection, any cardstock that you've got. Other coffee machines are available, or coffee stores, but that was the only card I had spare. So what we're there, I now have the app anyway, so it doesn't matter.
You could go to Starbucks or Nero's or Tim Hortons or any of those other ones.
Any of these different ones. But then there you go, that could be a store gift card, you know, anything like that that you want to give as a gift. So what we're going to do is let's bring in that card blank again. Now, I'm using the background card, but you could be using the acetate, well, you can use the acetate if you want, but you could be using the mirror card as well, that rainbow mirror card. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this one down. So what we want to do is we want to cut this down to 5 inches by 10 inches. So what I'm doing is, like before, you can do the same amount on each side to get it symmetrical, but on this occasion I actually want one side to be patterned and one side not to be. So we're coming down to 5 inches, and then what we're also doing is we're going to go along to 10 inches. So if we then cut that down, so there is the start of our gift card pocket. So what I'm going to do is let's move that one out of the way, and then we are going to be using this again just shortly. So I'm going to pop that to the side. Bringing in our scoreboard. This could be your mini scoreboard, your Ultimate Pro, anything as long as you've got the measurements. So what I'm going to do here is just popping it to the left hand side, and then we're just going to be scoring at the 3 inches. So I'm going to score at 3 inches. I'm also going to score at 4 inches. I'm going to score at 5 inches, and then I'm also going to score at 8 inches. Now, this shows perfectly why cardstock from Hunky Dory is called Adorable Scoreable. So if I then just fold that over, I'm going to burnish each part. I'm going to do it all in the same direction. However, this middle one that I'm scoring now, that will go the opposite way in a moment. We'll show you that in a minute. But look at that. So if I come close up, all these score lines. Now this will happen whether it's any of Hunky Dory's collection, whether it's their Adorable Scoreable, their Matastic like this is, their Mirror card. We're going to go right up. There's no cracking within that crease. You've got that real tight professional fold. You've got it even burnished. We've got that really, really nice. So I'm going to do it that way. So again, if there was anything that was going to show any of the cracking, it's certainly going to be Matastic when it comes with the fibres coming through. You don't see any of that. So this middle one just here, in between where I've done the 4 and the 5, sorry. So this one's actually going to go in the opposite direction. So then if I fold that, so you can see that from up above. So that then starts to create the actual flap. Now what you could have done is measured it, you know, very slightly less by 1 millimeter, but then that makes it all complicated. So what I would say is what we're going to do now to make it less complicated, just when it comes to this part here, so on this part here, which is then going to be the base, just trim off, just maybe literally about 1 millimeter or so. What that does is that enables you to get that perfect fold over.
That's a
just
top
there.
tip, Craig.
So it's a good tip to have. Like I say, you absolutely could have done this using the measurements, but then I would have to then be saying it's like 2 and 1/8 or something like that. So just to get that out of the way, we're just as well doing it this way.
And I'm guessing, can we do this with all of the printed cardstock in any of these
Of course
collections?
You can. Yep, as long as your cardstock measures at least 10 inches by 5 inches, then you can do it this style, no problem at all. So there is the start of our actual concept of our gift card holder. So what I'm then just going to do on this bit just here, so if I actually bring that gift card that I've got, of course yours could be any gift card that you're given, a store card or that. What I just want to do is I just want to make sure, I'm just going to bring in just a pencil. We just need to make sure that we've got enough gap in the middle. So I'm just centralising that. You could use your scoreboard if you wanted to, or your ruler. So what I'm just going to do is just put a little mark just in between there, because what we need to do is we just need to trim very slightly. Now you could be using your ruler and your craft knife if you wanted to. What I'm just going to do is, just by freehand, I'm just going to snip just slightly, again, just really about a wee millimetre or so, there and in there. If you've got your V-blade paper trimmer, you could be using that. But all that I'm then just going to do, again, just along that score line just there, I'm just snipping that away. So we're just going to go all the way along just there. Once again, you could be using your trimmer or your craft knife and ruler, and then take that one out. So then that now gives us the ability to pop the card within the middle. So what we can do now, we're going to use glue for this one. So on this part just into here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some of our wet glue, it could be your tape runner if you want, down that left hand side. I'm also going to do it along that right hand side, and then I'm just going to do just a line just along the bottom of that fold just there, Joe. And what that will do is that will stick that base, but what will happen is that will stop your gift card from falling out. So I'm just going to press just for a moment or two, just for that to then secure. And then if I then start to open that up so we can see that effect that we've got there, and then that will do is that will then just enable, you'll just need to just prise it just slightly, just to get the card going, and then that just then pops in just like so.
That's awesome, Craig.
So that's all that we've just done within that one. So then what we're going to do is let's bring in some strips of that rainbow mirror. So I've already cut this one down to size that I want. So I've just cut them down to the panel size of my gift card holder. So this is then going to mat and layer into there. So just so you know that this one is 4 3/4 by 2 3/4. So that's going to fit onto that one.
40% of that's gone, Craig.
I'm not
surprised.
surprised.
Need to be quick for that. If they want to go for the rainbow mirror, I think it will definitely sell out in this show. So please be quick for it if you want it. I also need to let you know as well that a quarter of the Buy the Show collection has also sold out and gone. A really, really busy Hunky Dory Creative Craving show that we are having. And all of these collections, so versatile. I mean, you're just focusing on one part of one collection and doing something completely off-piece with it, which is what you can do with all of it, Craig, isn't it?
Of course you can, absolutely. You can then take any ideas from the floral collection I'm doing and run it through with the Bohemian Bliss, maybe the butterfly collection. You can be doing all that. But the good thing with this mirror card, this rainbow mirror card, is it picks up whatever colour collection you're using. For instance, we can see on this one here, so I've just cut my pattern background just down by 1/4 inch all the way around so it can mat and layer within the middle. But what happens instantly is that rainbow mirror card effect, it picks up the colours that are within that background card. Equally, that would still happen if I use the Bohemian Bliss. Now, although that's a darker shade, it's more of a craft card, ivory kind of collection, it's still going to enhance the colour effects that you're going to get. This is why the rainbow card works with so many different collections. But then just to show you what I just done there is that card size that I just cut with the rainbow mirror, I've just come down 1/4 inch all the way around so it mats and layers all the way around, and I'm going to do the same with another piece just here. This is what I meant by we would be reusing this panel that I cut off earlier. But what we could then even do is the actual concept of our gift card holder. We could have been creating this using the mirror card if you wanted to. You know, it doesn't have to be the background. Have a look at see the cardstock you've got. As I said, as long as it at least measures 10 inches by 5 inches to do the size that I've done, then you're good to go. But then all that we'll just do is we'll just mat and layer it, and then what we'll do just after that is we'll even create a wrap to go around using the actual parchment that comes within the collection too.
Awesome. Jeff says, I highly appreciate the instructions on the gift card. Julia says, what an awesome gift card holder. Chris was saying thanks for the tips. Beth saying as well, presentation is everything. Kay said she could do with a crafter's companion gift card or two. Couldn't we all? Michelle saying, lovely how you could coordinate the gift card with a card as well. And Patty saying she saved this show to watch later. Bit of confusion on the pricing for the rainbow mirror card. Do you get 30 sheets or 90 sheets for the price. I'll just bring the details back in of the Rainbow Mirror card and I'll just explain it to you one more time exactly what you are getting. So for $11.99 or $16.49 you are getting 30 sheets. If you put 3 of them in your basket you would pay for 2. So 90 sheets would be $33. I'm not sure if the description on the website says exactly that. We'll have a little look into that, Diana, but I hope that clears it up for you. Anne loves a gift wallet, as does Michelle. Tall Chicky as well, saying that she's also going to save this show as well, Craig. And Christine saying that the rainbow card would look great with the balloon dies that we had earlier. That's a great shout.
Absolutely. How well would that look as well? So that's the thing. You can colour coordinate to whoever you're giving it to, or even the gift card. You know, you get lots of different styles out there nowadays. So colour coordinate to the gift card if you want. But just before we move on to the wrap, what I'm just going to do is you can get these inexpensive Velcro dots online. You know, all these search engines, just search for them and pop a few of them in with your crafty stash. So what I'm just going to do with this one is I'm just going to bring in what I would say is kind of like the negative. So this is the softer side of the actual Velcro pad. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to I'm popping that as close to the middle as I can. Now, if you do have these Velcro pads or you get them and you're wanting to use them, instead of trying to put the next one in place and getting it in the right place, what to do is take it off and pop it onto your Velcro
Oh, that's
pad.
a top tip, that, Craig.
Then close that one. So close it, just secure it, then you know you've got that in the right place every single time. So that's how we've used that to seal it. However, if you don't have them at the moment and you still want to do the wrap, or you want to do the wrap as well, what we're going to do, there's no measurements as such for this one, because what I just done was I've got one already to the side of me. So this is the one that I've already done. So if you want a rough guide, this one is 6.5 inches by 2.5, but it can depend size-wise what you want to do. So obviously this strip that I've already got is a lot wider. So if you want a wider one, then of course you can do. Just going to wrap that round. You don't obviously need as much. So this is the way I done it, is you can measure it. So doing the width of your actual gift card holder. But all that I done, Joe, instead of measuring it, I just worked it all the way around. So I just folded it round myself. And then I've done exactly the same just there. I've made sure there is an extra bit there so that we can pop the adhesive within in a minute. So if I just trim that excess just there. So once again, wrapping that one round, folding that over. So then what we'll just do is I'll use the one that I've just already got to the side of me, pop that adhesive into place. So if I bring this one in. So that's how I've done it. I simply just wrapped that around myself. I didn't do any measurements. So I'm just going to add our adhesive here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it so the front is to the front of the gift card wallet. So I'm just going to tape that into place just there. Then on one of the topper sheets that come within the collection, again, just to kind of hide that adhesive and that flap. And the reason I made the width that size is because that's my topper size width-wise. So again, it kind of hides the workings. So I'm just going to pop that one into place just there, that you can see. And then what we can even do, so if I then move and slide that one just perfectly, move that out the way, let's open that up. I've even got another one of the die cut toppers that come within one of the topper sheets. Remember, these are all coming included, so you don't need to worry about what collection you're getting what. Pop that one within the middle, and then let's even bring, this time let's use a few of the essential gems just to finish it off. So we'll just close that up, close it, pop the wrap back into place like that one. Let's just bring in a couple of gems. This one is from the essential set, so let's just do one, and we'll do one at this side just here. Let's just pop another 2 at each bit, and then that's all that we're doing. So I'm just choosing my colour of gems to match the colour of the design. You can do, of course, any different ones. There's gold within the actual essential set as well. Use that if you wanted to, but that's all that I'm just doing there. And then there we go. That's how we've created that gift card wallet and wrap, all made using the products within that collection. So just popping that there. The only extras you'll need is the Velcro dot and of course whatever gift card you're going to pop into the middle.
Awesome. It really is a fantastic collection. Right, we're going to pick our first winner of course, one of our incredible goodie bags. And there's loads in this one today. I can see flower dies in here. Vintage tea party dies, embossing folders, inks, pens, loads and loads in each and every one of these. And we're going to pick a winner, and our first winner of this show is going to be Mary Pat on YouTube. Congratulations, Mary Pat. You need to send us an email, please, to prizes@crafterscompanion.com. You are the winner of the mystery bag. Now, that also means you get a bingo ball, and your bingo ball is going to be I-19, and I'm going to grab that now out of my little bag of bingo balls. There it is, I-19. Let's pop that into the tombola of fun, and on the draw on Sunday, you will be in with a chance of winning all of this awesome stuff. So someone is going to win that on Sunday as part of our grand prize draw. So make sure you join us for that as well. Right, let me take you through what you're getting included in this Forever Florals collections that we've got here. Now, you're going to get a little book included first and foremost. Now, the little books are awesome because what you've got in here is you've got 150 pages, you've got 25 designs, you're getting 6 of each. So it means if you want to spare some of these to decoupage, absolutely you can. But they're basically, for a smaller card, for a 4x4 card, they're just a topper ready to go on a smaller card. Pop that on and it's good to go. I really love them. I know you guys really love them as well, and you get 150 pages in there, which is exceptional value. It really is. Now, what you're also going to get next is you're going to get your inserts, which are just here. You're going to get 36 of the inserts, and these are awesome because it carries the same imagery through from the little book, which is also on the parchment, which is also in the topper collection that I'm going to share with you as well. So 36 inserts are available to you there. You're then going to get the parchment too, and again it is fabulous quality. It's really beautiful. You're going to get 16 sheets of this. Let me just give you a little flick of this. It is awesome, especially in the florals. I love that it's quite translucent as well. It comes in different opacity, but this one's quite a translucent one, and yeah, it still smells amazing. So you're going to get that in there as well. And then what you're going to get is you're going to get your toppers and backgrounds also. So let me take you through. You've got 8 toppers, so you get 4 designs, 2 of each. So these are the designs. And florals are just fantastic, aren't they? I mean, they are always going to be popular. They never go out of fashion. They really don't. So this is a card collection that you're going to be able to keep in your crafty stash for a really, really long time and come back to whenever you need to. You've then got all of your different card backgrounds in here as well. So you can see here, you've got those gorgeous papers. Now these are great because you could turn this into what Craig's just shared with us, or you could turn these into card blanks if you wish. There's just a lot of versatility for you within this collection, as you can see here. And then we're back to exactly the same again. So everything I've just shown you, you're going to get that precisely again in there as well, which is awesome. The price on this is also fabulous, $28.47 or $42.49, which is awesome value for money considering all the different things you're getting in there. 8 sheets of your toppers, 16 sheets of your backgrounds, 36 sheets of inserts, 150 sheets in the little book, and also 16 sheets of parchment. So there's a lot in there for that price. Now, talking about a lot, go for the buy the show. Pretty much everyone that's letting me know what they're buying today is going for the buy the show. A third of the stock has now gone on this buy the show, and it is the best way to get the best value. You've got the 4 main collections of this show available to you in there. Platinum members, you can get this for $97.59 or $141.59. Great value, however you're getting hold of it. We've got some of the Hunky Dory Prism Pearlescent powders on the show as well. These are awesome. All the colours I'm about to share with you, we're kind of down to the last of the stock. So you've got set 1, you've got set 2, which are those beautiful purples. There is set 3, which is a gorgeous colour combo there. You've also got set 4, and that is the last of them. We've also got some of the Diamond Sparkles glitters available for you as well. Got the pinks and purples, which are these ones just here, $14.99 or $29.99. $99 if you want to get your hands on those ones. Right, butterflies is what where we're going to be going next. The Schmetterlings, always so popular, and it's a great collection, this one. In this butterfly collection, you've got your luxury card collection, 24 sheets there, 36 sheets of inserts, and also another one of those fantastic 8x8 paper pads, giving you another 48 sheets. So again, the value is awesome. Butterflies, Craig, surely the most popular theme that there is in the whole of crafting, I'd imagine.
Absolutely. If there was ever an icon or a statement that says or used within crafting, it's certainly butterflies. Now, with these butterflies, completely different take. Flight of the Butterflies. So this is your darker, your mysterious type of butterflies that you can be using. So if you're someone that likes the butterflies, but you're not very bright and floral and flowery, this is going to be perfect. Now, in the gallery today, we've got Johnny and we've got Adam. And I think I'm going to give Johnny a heart attack because I said to him, within this demo here, I was going to do 2, which are both concepts. I'm actually going to do 3. What we're going to do is we're going to show you a very quick card how you can use in the card blanks with the topper, and then we'll show you each of the concepts as well that are coming within this full collection. So what we're going to do is let's take one of the background cards. So we've got this one here. We're going to do a double gatefold on this one just here, and you can do so many different ones. So this is one we're doing already printed 350 GSM. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to go for my Ultimate Pro. So all that I'm just doing is I'm just looking for A4 gatefold. So I'm just going to score there. I'm just going to flip it around. Again, A4 gatefold, I'm just going to score. Now if I remove that, because I don't need that now, and then once again, it's adorable scoreable. So this is where that perfect scoring, no cracking when it comes to your creases. It's just perfect. So what I'm going to do is just before we move on to decorating it, there is our gatefold. I'm just going to bring in one of the acetates. Now, I keep saying acetate, one of the inserts. All A4, but I've already used one within the sample I've already done, so this is why I've got half the size. But you can see how they all coordinate with the cardstock within the full collection, just here, but a lot more subtle. So again, you can print onto them, stamp onto them if you want. So what I just want to do is, I think it's just perfect to size, which it is, all there. So once again, like I've done before, Joe, absolutely matte and layer if you want, but to give it that little bit more of luxuriousness to it, I'm just popping a bit of a double-sided tape along the top, and then I'm just neatening that up, and I'm pressing, and there's the insert for our card already done. So let's bring in the topper sheet. Now this is what I mean by you're going to then use your scissors just to actually snip them all out. However, what I'm going to do for speed for this one, I am just going to carefully just pop them all out. So either using your scissors, or if you've got a little nail file or a tiny little sander, that you can just sand away the little pips, as we'd call them. So then with this one, let's just pop that one out. And then again, this also gives you that inner frame, which I don't actually need for this one. So could be using that elsewhere, maybe use your little books with them, pop your die cut sentiments, stamped sentiments. It's entirely up to yourself. But then what I'm going to do for this one, bringing this back in, we're also going to use the ribbon border that you also get within the actual topper sheet. So I'm going to snip that one out, and you actually get a lot of what looks initially like alphabets, die cut alphabets, but they all say words. So you've got believe, you've got love, you've got hope, you've got dream, and you've got joy, and you've also got a few little die cut butterflies you can pop out. So for speed, we'll just do joy. So we'll take out the joy. Alternatively, if you can make another word out of these ones, then why not? You can have a bit of fun with them. But all that I'm going to do for this one is if I bring this back in, so what I'm going to do is this one here, I'm just going to stick onto the left hand side, and I'm only going to pop adhesive onto the left hand side of the topper. Then on this one here, what we're going to do is that's then going to go in place, but I'm only going to stick adhesive onto this side, and you'll see what that looks like just in a moment.
Clever. I love that idea, Craig. Lots of people chatting away. Kathleen, she's on her third order of the day, Craig. She's really going for it. She is getting carried away, 100%. Loads of you still chatting away. Lots of you saying how much you love all of these demonstrations. It's really busy, I must let you know, on that Buy the Show collection. That is what most of you are going for. I'm a bit worried about it actually lasting this show because 40% now of the By Show collection has gone. Details are right there on your screen. We'll have some of the smaller collections available when that sells out indeed. But if you want everything at the best price, the best value, then that would be the one for you. Remember as well, double points too. So with that, you'd be looking at 354 points. Let me try that again. Yeah, 354 points if you're in the US on that one, and 244 points if you are in the US. Was I close with either of those, Johnny? I was right on both. Check me out. Literally the Carol Vorderman of Crafters TV.
I couldn't work it out, so don't worry, Joe. I wouldn't be able to work it out. Me and maths.
I beat the calculator apparently.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I mean, there's not many things.
Well,
not many things I excel at, Craig, but obviously quick maths is one of them.
yeah, no, me and maths just don't work well together at all. Not at all. Always need the calculator. There we go. So all that I've just done just there, Joe, was I just stuck my ribbon border along the bottom, and then I put my topper onto the right hand side, the frame on the left hand side, so then it opens up that way. And then we'll just take our die cuts words. So we've got the joy, and then you can then position them wherever you like. But what I'm going to do is we will then pop them within the middle of the topper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the center letter. I'm going to pop that within the middle. So even though I'm covering up part of the actual image, I'm not concerned about that one because we're still going to see it all. So if I pop that one on just there, that's all that I'm doing with that one. So that goes to show how you can make a really quick card just using the background and the topper. You can see that one just there. And then,
awesome.
Once you see that one, I'm going to show you actually, just before we actually do it, let's show you some of the actual concepts. So these are concepts that are already done for you. All you need to do is just fold them and do a bit of sticking. So this one just here, so you've got your ribbon band. So if you take that one off and then you open it up, all these die cut toppers, they come out, so you can use them separate if you want. So you've got that one. And then if we bring this one in as well so that you can see, so these are so quick and simple to make. You kind of got your mini diorama, no gluing, no cutting, it's all done for you. And that's why I thought we'll also show you these two as well.
Wowzers, now that is a lot to get done in there. It's busy across the By the Show collection, also on the individuals as well. Craig's going for it, he's doing it, he's really doing it. He's just going to go straight in with it. I'm not going to stop him, I'm not going to stand in his way.
So you can see just here, there's no stop me today, Joe. No stop me at all.
Absolutely.
So these all come within the sheets. So all that you're just doing is they're all die cut. So again, just take them out. Once again, I would use my scissors just to snip them all out. But you've got them all foiled, all perfectly cut for you. Even you've got your pattern there. And then we're going to take these ones out. So there is your ribbon border. So it's actually your slider. So you've got that one there. Again, you've got your crease within the middle and a couple of sentiments. All of this excess part, don't waste it. Use your dies, use your punches to use all that excess. And then within one of the other sheets, so you can see from the one that I already made, this one here, I've popped out all these elements. So what's left, this is for the one we're going to create. So if we take all of these out, so some you've got actual images on them, some that you have got sentiments on them, some you've got a verse on them, and then one of them is blank so that you can write your message on the back. So we're just popping these ones out. So if we take these ones out, then move that to the side. So all that we're going to do with this one, so this part that you can see just here that's got the actual foil on the back, that is your back. So we're just going to then fold this one over. Well, that one's your back because it's got your handmade. So that one's going to be on the inside. So fold that one over, and then we're just going to fold that one back. Again, just burnish it, just there and there. And then once again, we're just going to fold that one over and fold that one back. And again, we're just going to burnish it. Then that gives you your effect just there, because this oval is slightly smaller than that one. So what I'm just going to do now is if I then just bring in a few of these. Now with my one, what I've done is I used foam pads, but we'll just use our tape runner for this one. So we're just going to open this one. So what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to pop that sentiment within the middle. You can have a bit of a play and change them around if you want, but I just like the idea of having the verse right at the back, so it's kind of like a surprise.
Loads of love for these in the comments, Craig. Sue saying the colours in the kit are awesome. Peg's just got 11-time platinum. Whoop, whoop. Therese says the demos make the folding techniques look so easy and something I want to try. Was very nervous about these styles, but no more. Tommy saying Hunky Dory makes such gorgeous cards. And Indeed saying I really love this bundle with all of the butterflies. I think butterflies just always so popular. There's something a little bit sort of fantasy about this one at the same time, don't you think, Craig?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So any extra additional dies or stamps that you've got from your Sarah's signature, for instance, you know, your Enchanted Christmas or that, these are going to work really well with these ones. You know, just have a look, see what you've got within your stash and use them. But you'll have seen from what I've showed you already how the colour tones are so much deeper than maybe what you would think traditionally, or I say traditionally, but the Forever Florals collection, that's the sort of colour theme that you tend to find when it comes to butterflies. So it's really nice just to have something different when it comes to a butterfly theme. But what I'm just doing now is I'm just taking this blank one. So this is where your message would go. So you would just write your message there. Handmade is already done for you. And then what we're just going to do is bring in our little belly band, as we would call it. Fold that over, it's already got the crease, same there. So we're just going to add that bit of adhesive onto place, fold that one over and press that one into place, like so. Then that is then going to just nicely, I'm just going to go to that, there we go, we'll do it that one so you can see. Just going to open that one up, then all that's going to do is just slot over the top. It's just done just perfectly size-wise. Bring in one of these toppers. So for then, let's bring that one in and we're going to pop that one into place. That one can go into the middle. And then you can use these ones either on the back or use them elsewhere within your crafting. But how simple was that? So if you need a really quick card to give to someone, it's done and dusted for you. But that's not all. Let's go right in and let's show you the even more simpler concept card when it comes to the diorama.
And you're getting both of these styles in here, Craig.
You absolutely are. You're getting both of them and you can make 4 of each and you're getting different colorways as well. So for this one here, we've got the actual elements, again, all die cut. There is a sheet, you'll see a sheet that's full of this sort of design here. And then you've also got some with butterflies as well. So you're just going to just color coordinate. So I know that this style here, this is the side, is for this one because of the color. So what we can then do is pop all of these ones out. So get all die cut for you, all ready to go, all folds flat as well, and very dimensional. Don't need any glues, no tape, no nothing. You can secure it if you want, but you don't have to. So let's just pop all of these ones out. Again, you've got all of that extra cardstock that you can be using when it comes to your crafting. What about even just carefully trimming some of these out, and then that could be a little frame, an accent frame elsewhere within your crafty stash. But let's just move that one out the way for now. Then each of these have got little die cut parts. So this is what's going to bring the butterfly to life and very dimensional. So that's that one. So there's very little that's come out there. So I know that's going to be the back. Don't worry about what's the back, what's the middle and what's the front, because it all becomes clear. So again, you can see that one. It's a bit like decoupage. So the more of the image that you see, it comes towards the front. Then this one just here, we've got that one. So if I pop that one out, all the way around, just carefully just popping them out into place. So then there's that one. Let's take that little bit just there. So we can see if I build it straight onto my glass mat, see how you can get the view of the butterfly. So there's the full butterfly. Then that one lays over the top. So you can still see part of the butterfly in the back. Then this one, the smaller butterfly, goes to the front and you can still see some of the middle and the back butterfly. And then you've got the front one. This whole panel comes out. You've got some toppers there that you can be using. So we'll take one of them out. And then all that I'm going to do is if I bring these into place, so these are your side panels. So what I'm just going to do is starting with this back one. I'm just going to just slide that one in. There's tiny little slits in each part. Let's actually take that wee one out all die cut, so you don't need to snip into them or anything like that. So then just slot that one in and then slot that one in. So I like to do each side at once. So slide that one in, slide that one in into place.
And amazing. I mean, it's true for this, but also true for all of this collection, Craig. I mean, if you've got a pair of scissors or a guillotine and a bone folder, you can pretty much do everything that you're seeing, can't you? So for newer crafters out there, you know, people that don't have a whole host of different tools and you know, pieces of kit, all of these kits will be awesome. Wouldn't they be great if you were maybe getting someone else into craft as well? You know, you were trying to get maybe you wanted to buy these for a friend that doesn't normally craft. I think especially when you get all the inspiration sheets included as well, most people could create these, I think it's fair to say, don't you?
Oh, I'd say so, absolutely. And you get the inspiration sheet within them, so it gives you kind of a little step-by-step how to do each one. So although many are saving these shows, or you know, you can always go back onto YouTube and watch them, if you are unsure, then of course, just go on into the actual sheet, the collection, and the sheets there just to show you the step-by-step. So again, let's just slot that one into place just here. So if I just open that die cut part there, so again, let's just pop that one in. So we're just folding that one just at the bottom. Well, I say folding, we're just tucking that one in and then tucking that one in. And then you'd obviously take a wee bit more time than me, but it's just to show how quick that you can make them. But if you're experienced, why not use these ones as standalone? So this front frame that I'm using, that could be a topper on a card. You don't have to use the concepts, but then there we go. So if I then show you the dimension that you've got just there, but then what you would then do is bring this butterfly. So this butterfly's blank so that you can write your sentiment onto it, double-sided as well. So this is then just going to go onto the back just there. Again, there you can see it folds flat, but then opening that one up, bringing in our sentiment, so we can then just pop that one on into the front. So that one can go either into the middle of the butterfly, or it can go to the base, or it can go to the top. But then there we go. So that is one of the concepts, kind of like your diorama effect there. You've got your double gatefold just here, already done for you. You just need to stick any of the toppers on, or if you want to do just a natural bit of cutting, then we've got that card blank just there, all from the Flight of the Butterflies.
How awesome is that, all created from that one collection there, as you can see. Let me run you through exactly what you're getting in here then. So firstly, you're going to get the 8x8 paper pad, which is this one here, 48 sheets in here, 12 designs and 4 of each. I love with this one that it's got a kind of different feeling to the others. It's got a very much a coated feeling to it. So it's got a real lots of shine and luster. Double-sided as well. You're getting multiples if you want to fussy cut them too. So it's a really versatile pad, this one here, and it's an 8x8. So if you do want to create larger card sizes, would be awesome for you to use as well. So you've got that coming to you in there. You've also got then the inserts in here as well. And again, you've got 36 of these gorgeous inserts in here. I mean, we call them inserts. I think they could be outserts as well. I think you could definitely fussy cut and use these in other ways, especially smaller scrapbook pages as well. These will work brilliantly for that too. Then what we've got is our topper collection, which is also incorporating our printed cardstock and our concept cards as well. So you get 8 envelopes for the concept cards in here as well. And then what you get is all of these gorgeous toppers. You get 8 of the topper sheets. You're getting a 16 background cards. So this is 8 designs, 2 of each that you've got in here, which is awesome. And then these are your concept cards here in the middle as well. So those concept cards that you just saw creating very quickly and very easily, and then back into again the same again with the toppers and with the background cards. On its own, very busy, the butterflies. 1/3 of the stock of them have gone individually at the moment. So if you want to grab them individually, you can. However, it is also in the buy the show. Now remember what you're getting in the buy the show. Half of this has gone now, and we're just over halfway through our show. So touch and go. If you're watching this back at a later date, I would say definitely check the stock situation on the website. Platinum members can get this for $97.59 or $141.59 as well, which is amazing because Platinum members actually, compared to buying it individually, if you bought the whole by the show individually, it would be £190.84. That is the value that you're getting. Platinum members are getting this for $97.59, so just over half price compared to buying it individually in the UK and in the US. Also, great value on the individuals as well. I want to go through the rainbow and just share with you. $11.99 individually or $16.49. The details on the website were correct. I know there was a question a little earlier. So 3 for £30 or $42 is your price on this. 30 A4 sheets within here. You've got the circles and then the 2 different ombre designs in there as well. And I think, yeah, great if you want to use it. You want a real sort of impactful project using this, but also great as Craig used it with mats and layers. And you need to see a little bit of this to give you a really a load of sort of colour and pizzazz. That's what I'm going to go with, the word pizzazz. Don't forget about all of the free gifts that you're going to get as well as part of our birthday event. That daily changing free gift when you're spending over £10 or $10, which is awesome. Today it's the happy birthday die that you're going to get. Now, the daily one changes, the other two don't. But if you're spending over £50 or $50, you're going to get one of our fabulous purple tricolour aqua markers. The launch of these is coming up soon during our birthday event. They are absolutely fabulous. We've also got as well, if you're spending over £100 or $100 in one transaction, you're going to get the craft roll tool as well. And that's really brilliant for all of your little things like your pokey tools and also lots of sort of all your different bits, things like edge trimmers and all of that. Loads of you chatting away. Crystal says, I agree with Joe. This kit would make a great gift. Helen saying, if you never used Hunky Dory, it's great to work with, great quality and beautiful designs. Thank you, Joe and Craig. Michelle saying, great finishing touches. Hunky Dory thought of everything. Alice is saying, the card is truly amazing. Craig, you do such a wonderful job of demonstrating. Therese says, hi, my name is Therese. I'm a Crafts Companion addict. I love the products, but the fab people more. You all make my day. A beautiful, happy community. How lovely is that?
That's
so
nice.
Sweet, isn't it? Really sweet. And Laurie says, what an amazing deal. All the papers are so pretty. They really are so pretty. We're going to move on to something else now. I'm going to grab just one of them because they're not so, there's something. Now, come on.
You didn't touch I was watching.
I mean, I was nowhere near that.
You did,
I didn't even, I wasn't even out of breath. It was not a heavy breath that did that.
I was looking in complete view there, watching you, and they all went. So either there's a gust of wind or it was just my eyesight just watching them just blew them all over.
Maybe there's stranger things happening here in the Crafts Companion studio.
Maybe.
That is what it is. Ooh,
Halloween
feel a chill in the air. It is! Craig, don't start. The Popper Toppers, which is not something I've seen before, Craig, but they remind me like a kind of little bit of, you know, the little books of sentiments that they do at Hunky Dory, Craig. They're kind of like this, but sort of next level almost, aren't they?
They are, absolutely. So yeah, if you have those sentiments, perfect. You do get sentiments within these ones. These are great for any of your cardstock that you've got left over from Hunky Dory, or any of our cardstock, any cardstock you've got left over. The actual toppers are small. Some are larger than others, but they're great as little cards, tags if you want to make, or we're going to do a bit of a concept card in a moment, just to show you what you can do to use them.
Awesome. Now I know there's loads you want to do with these, Craig. I feel a bit discombobulated now. Jennifer says, you guys crack me up. That's all she has to say. Don't forget as well, the more you guys comment, the more chance you've got of winning. After this next demonstration of Craig's, we're going to give away our second bag of the show. So make sure you keep getting your comments in and you could be a lucky winner. Still 2 more chances in this show, which is awesome. What do you want to share with us next, Craig?
Not my maracas, don't worry. I'm going to be using the prism sprays. So we're going to be using the Popper Toppers. So we're going to be creating a concept card with that one. But what I'm going to do is also going to add a bit of ink to the back. So we are going to be using that rainbow mirror. So trust me, get a hold of it, you know, if you can before it goes, because that's incredible. But we're just going to mix up these prism glimmer mists. So for these ones, I'm going to use 2. I'm going to use baby pink and I'm also going to use an apple green. Now I've just got some of our white smooth stamping card. You can use our watercolour card as well. And I'm just put my Spectrum Noir mat underneath as well, just to keep it a bit cleaner so I can move it out the way. Then all that I'm just going to do is I'm just literally spritzing just like that. all that I'm doing. I'm going to bring in the pink as well, and I'm just spritzing. And that's all that I'm doing. Leaving it just like that. If you like to do any of your ink techniques like you would find and do with our sparkle pens, sparkle pots, maybe you like the shaving foam technique, you can use the glimmer mist for these as well. But what happens is once it dries, you get that really nice glimmer just coming through. So I'm not sure if we can quite see that on screen, but hence the name glimmer mist, is you get there we go, the glimmer coming through. So it's a bit like a Centura pearl that you're making in with doing your own backgrounds. Again, do it through stencils, do your masking, tape techniques as well, but then let's just move that one out of the way. So if I then just bring in a piece of our mirror card. Now this one, when it comes to the rainbow mirror card, you've got your stripes that go lengthways, you've got them that goes diagonally, and you've got another one that's got your circle effects. So this one, what I've done is I've trimmed it down to 11 inches by 8.25. Then I'm going to bring in my scoreboard. I've just got our large one, but you can be doing this on the small one or even the Ultimate Pro. So what I'm wanting to do is I'm wanting to come in, I'll show you actually. This is what we're going to make. So this is going to be using the rainbow mirror card, and then we're also going to use one of the topper poppers, but then you can see
Topper popper.
I know it's like our own new language,
What is
isn't
it? It's like Peter Popper picked a Popper. I don't even know how that is, but you know the one I mean. It could be some sort of tongue twister.
What was that old children's program, the Moomins or
That's
something
the one.
like that?
Peter Piper picked a. What did he pick?
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers.
Not sure he did, but
I don't know.
I'm going to go with that.
What you did. But we can see how, we've created a rainbow mirror card. However, we've just done our own background with the spritz. But if you want to use any cardstock you've got left over, you can do it as well. You don't get the pattern cardstock within these popper toppers, because the idea is then use any of your excess that you've already got. So what I'm just going to do is I'm wanting to just come in at 1.5 inches. What I'm going to do though is I'm just wanting to come from the bottom, because I find this easier to work. So what I'm also wanting to do is I'm wanting to, just as a rough guy, I'm wanting to come up about 1 inch. So I'm going to come just a wee bit up just there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this around. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to score at 1 inch. Just there. So I'm scoring at 1 inch, and then I'm scoring at 2 inches, and I'm just coming down to that score line just there that I've already done. Then I'm coming in at 3.75, which is there, and then I'm going to come in at 5.5 or 5.5. And with this one here, what I want to do is come all the way down, that we can see just there. And then what I'm wanting to do is, last but not least, I'm going to come in at 8.25. So I'm just going to score in there and scoring down. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to finish off that line that I've already got just here. So if I then tip it just so you can kind of see. So there we go. So I'm then just going to just finish off that line all the way up to the top just there. But what I want to do is I want to do exactly the same on the other side. So I'm just going to turn it around. So once again, what I'm wanting to do is in at 1/4 inch, and I'm just coming in just in at 1 inch, roughly 1 inch, just as a bit of a guide. And then you can then maybe obviously flip your cardstock around, do it the other way. But what I'm wanting to do for this one, once again, same measurements all the way along the top, but I find it easier, always making sure my card's butt up to the left-hand side. So here I'm wanting to score at 1 inch. So what I'm going to do is I'm just bringing in my ball tool. I'm just following that line down and scoring at 1 inch. Then once again, we need it at 2 inches. So all that I'm just doing there is I'm just popping my tool just in at the grid just there. And then I'm scoring at 2 inches. Then once again, we're doing 3.75. So I'm just bringing in my score tool there, bringing down just to make sure that I'm within that same actual groove. And then we've already got our 5.5, and then what we need to do is come lastly at 8.25, which is there. So if we then just score that one all the way down into the right place, and of course what I need to do is finish off my line here. So if I come all the way down, so there is the start of our double stepper in just there.
Does anyone else, when you talk about double stepper, think of Mary Poppins' song, Get Your Knees Up, Step in Time? Every time someone does a stepper card, in my head, I just can't stop singing it, Craig.
I can't remember that one.
I'm not going to sing it for you because it was like when they were like, you know, I don't know why. I'm not sure how this gives you a good represent. I know you can see as well I'm tapping one foot, but they did it recently. Did you see the finals of Britain's Got Talent, Craig?
Yeah.
They did it on there, Get Your Knees Up, Step in Time.
Oh, right,
that was a
okay, I know
Cinderella
what you
song
mean.
they did, yeah. Oh, I feel like I've sucked the fun out of this, the fun vacuum in this corner of the room. Anyway, back to you, Craig.
Oh, and now I'm going to have to go back and kind of watch that so I know exactly what Joe means. But I did wonder when he was doing that. I was like, well, what's that about? So now that we've scored these ones, what I just want to do is just along that line there. So that score line that we've done at that side and also on that side, I'm just going to use my ruler and my craft knife. Of course, if you've got a V-blade paper trimmer, you could be using that one. So I'm just then going to work my way down that line just there. So we're just going to cut into there. I'm just making sure, I'm not sure if that went all the way down. There we go. And then I'm just doing exactly the same onto that one just there. So I'm just going to work all the way down, just doing a double cut to make sure that it's all cut perfectly. So then what we can start to do is we can then start to fold that. So what happens is it kind of all starts to come together. So that middle part I'm just folding already good to go. Then on this one here it's going to be a mountain. Then this next one's going to be a valley fold because a mountain obviously kind of goes up and a valley is something you're looking down at. Then the next one is mountain and then again valley fold. So you can see how it starts to come together there.
Oh, I love that combo with in the folds, the way it brings all the different colours together. It's awesome, isn't it?
Just brings it all together when it comes to your card. So then I'm just going to just fold and burnish them again at the side. So even then it's a mirror card, so you know that it's going to be scored and burnished just perfectly.
Could you make boxes with this, is what Laura's asking, Craig?
Of course you can. Perfect for boxes, whether it's the mirror card, whether it's any of the pattern card or the actual accent foil card within the collections you can make your boxes with. But just say as well, you were on about the inserts. So many times I don't always use inserts for the inserts. I use them as a pattern background, maybe a wrap. Maybe you don't have anything such as the parchment, although you're getting it within these collections, but use the actual inserts as an alternative to parchment sometimes because you get that subdued look. So always good to see how else you can use them. But there we go. So this is now our double stepper card we've made just there. So let's bring in our popper topper. So on this one we can see here playtime, we've got multiple different ones. So I've started to already just cut these out. They're already die cut. The other way that you can do them is using your craft knife just in the die cut pieces, just follow all the way down and then that just releases the pips. So we're taking that one. So if we remove that one and then, so there's that one, straighten that one out. We're going to take this side one just here. We're going to take this one here as well. And then what we'll do is we'll also bring in this sentiment that we've got down at the bottom. So if we pop that one out. So what I'm then just going to do now is I'm going to use this sheet that's already dried. So I'm going to take these, and I'm going to take this one. Now once again, you get an inner frame that I'm not going to use just here. I'm going to pop that one to the side. Bringing in our guillotine. So just a tiny bit of matting and layering, doing exactly as I always do, 1/4 inch. So the actual width of this one, it is 2.5 inches. So I'm going to go 2 3/4 for this one. And then for this one, lengthwise, it is 4 1/4. So I'm going to go 4 1/2. So then that gives me my mat and layer for my frame that's already done just there. And then we'll just do 2 more just for these side ones. So again, this one you'll find is already going to work perfectly that way. So I'm just going to double check. So that one is 1 inch. So let's just do 1 1/4. And then I need another one as well, 1 1/4. And then all that I'm just going to do is just assemble this.
Awesome. Julie's asking, what are the dimension of this card when it's folded, Craig?
So when it's folded, it's going to go in an A5 envelope. So it's 8 1/4 inches by 5.5 inches when it's folded.
Tall Chicky says, love the rainbow. I got some along with some other goodies as well. Diane says, a Yodel man has just delivered spray and sparkle. Yippee. Going to be practicing with that. You're going to be so sparkly by the end of the day. Bev saying, what a lovely card to do for my great grandson. And Jelia saying, love watching you two. Will says as well, you guys are so funny. You make, what is it? You guys are so funny. Make me crack. I think he means like you crack me up.
Yeah,
I guess that's what he's going.
Yeah, we don't want to make you crack.
Make me crack is something completely different. Darlene says, the paper is so gorgeous. I've never seen anything like it. Isn't it just, Darlene? Loads of you commenting away. We're going to do another winner in just a second. We'll have another winner chicken dinner. 2 more, in fact, in this show. 3 winners in every single show winning the awesome goodie bags that we have for you. Craig, we're together again, aren't we? Tomorrow. We've got the first of the birthday masterclasses coming up tomorrow.
We do indeed. We've got that tomorrow. So all I'm going to say, if you like to do a bit of spinning, you're going to have fun with tomorrow's masterclass as well.
We really are going to be very, very busy. And then a wonderful, the first of 2 birthday cartloads tomorrow evening with myself and Debbie. And then Craig, there's a big day on Friday. Huge. There is the launch of a Sarah signature collection, myself and Sarah, for the first of our 2 shows. And then we have got a fabulous classic show with the deal to end all deals when it comes to classics on Friday at 4 p.m. in the UK, 11 a.m. on the East Coast. What an amazing week it is for our birthday here on Crafty TV.
What an absolute phenomenal week as well. So either me being here and being a part of this, or I get to be at home and watch as well. What better way to actually spend the week? Love it.
Fabulous.
Absolutely. But what I wanted to say as well is, now I don't want to say too much because I know many of you guys stateside don't get our spray and sparkle or have trouble getting it. But why not use your spray and sparkle on your hunky-dory toppers or your background cards? And whether you've got the pearl one or, of course, the actual shimmer one, just take your toppers or background cards to the next level. Do that one.
Great idea.
It is. It's just something a wee bit different. And again, it just takes it, as I say, to that next level. All that I'm doing just here, before I pop the toppers on, I've just taken some of my gold mirror card and I've just trimmed down just 1/4 inch just to create a little border, just a real fine border, just to finish off the top and bottom. Of course, you don't have to, but I just think that just finishes it off just there that you can see. Then I've done my matting and layering. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this one on first because I've got my double-sided tape onto the back. Then my actual topper I've popped on foam pads, so that one can go just there. Then let's bring in our side toppers. So I'm going to just bring that one in just here. But what I'm doing is I'm not going to go right down to the base. I'm just going to just come up maybe about 1/4 inch, and we're just going to pop that one there. And then we're going to do exactly the same on that one. And then what I'm going to do is let's bring in this sentiment. Now you could do the same that I've done on my original one, just matting and layer that on a bit of this spritz cardstock, but I won't just because of time. We'll just add this one on. That one can go into the base just there. Then there we go. So there is a double stepper concept. So we've done that with the mirror, but again, what you could be doing is using your pattern cardstock, any that's got the actual accent foil, any other mirror card you've got from Hunky Dory. So much you could be doing when it comes to that style of card.
Oh, absolutely. That looks awesome, Craig. You know what time it is, don't you? It is time for another winner. That is what it's time for indeed. Again, another fabulous lot of dies and stuff in here. I can see dies, awesome stamps in here, signature collection, inks, There's loads again in this one, and we are going to be sending this lovely lot out to one of our viewers on Facebook, and that viewer is Cynthia Crawford. Congratulations, Cynthia Crawford. You are the winner. We'll be sending that to you. You need to drop us an email, please, Cynthia, to prizes@crafterscompanion.com. Now, you're also going to go into the draw. You're going to be bingo ball number 069. Now, I have something to confess. So every single day I've been putting, every single show these days I've been putting the balls in. Adam just said, when Ben was here, Ben's obviously a little bit cleverer than I am. Ben was just putting it in this cup and then turning it over. So there you go, that's what I'll do going forward. But we'll give them a good old mix. Oh, I feel like someone's going to win a meat raffle or something. How exciting. We'll be drawing that a little later on Sunday, a little later this week. So make sure you comment along in every show. You'll win. And then what can happen is if you win, you'll go into Sunday's prize draw, which is absolutely awesome. Let me take you through the toppers that you are getting as well in this collection, because they are our Popper Topper Pad, which is not easy to say quickly. You've got 4 different ones in here. So the first ones we've got is Animal Magic. Now you've got 45 sheets, you've got 15 designs, you get 3 of each, which is awesome. So you can see here, got a little bit of everything. I love that some of them are quite cutesy, some of them are a little bit grown up. So we've got those lovely cats here on this one as well. And can you see here all of these little sentiments that you've got just here as well. So hello, you've got things like just for you here, and then also you've got all this gorgeous detail here as well, as you can see. So this one says sometimes the, oh, what does it say? Sometimes the smallest things take up the most space in your heart. How cute is that? So you've got loads of those little ones there. If we have a look at the next one as well, you've got lots of different designs, but you've got ones with writing on, you've got these ones with these cute little elephants in here. You really have got a little bit of something for everyone. Let's move on to the next one. So the next one here is Lady's Choice, which is absolutely awesome. There's so much detail in all of these little bits here as well. So see all these little banners and strips, you're not going to lose, or you're not going to throw any of those away. Every single sheet is packed full of details, which is awesome. So on the side here, look, you've got all of these little cakes and stuff along there, which is awesome. This one here is gorgeous, a bit Scandi, that one, I love that. We've got some floral ones in here as well. You've got the ballerina in here as well. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can just see, you've got that beautiful swan here as well, and then all of this background paper, I don't know if you can see from there, all the background paper is also beautifully detailed as well. So really gorgeous. Perfume bottles in here. We've got these little bikes as well with the flowers. I mean, there's so many cute designs in there. So the next one we've got then, that was the Lady's Choice. This one is Gentleman's Pick that you can see just here. And what you've got in here are some more masculine ideas for you. So we've got garden sheds in here. You've got things like motorbikes in here. Rugby, so you've got sports themes, DIY themes, bit of golfing on the go, some boating, all the things that all the guys are into as well. Then you've got cars in there as well. I mean, typically, if it was me and Craig, it'd be WrestleMania and Eurovision, but I mean, that's not in here. We're obviously just not, you know, we're not typical guys, Craig. What can I say? The next one we've got is Playtime as well. Which is awesome, and this one's got a whole host of different themes in here as well. You can see here as you go through. I love the artwork in here too, and all of these are just going to pop out so easily, which is awesome. This one's more sort of focused on sort of younger themes, which is awesome, as you can see. Really beautiful. I love how there's this complete variation of colour themes in here and styles, which is great. Now you get all 4 of them for that great price that you can see there on your screen. So you've got Playtime, you've also then got Gentleman's Pick, you have Lady's Choice, and you've also got there as well Animal Magic. So you're going to get all of them, which is absolutely Awesome. Very busy on that, but what is the real star of this show is that Buy the Show collection. 60% of the Buy the Show collection has now sold out and gone. Awesome value here because the savings are amazing. Everyone's saving $68.85 or $100.73. However, Platinum members can get this today for $97.59 or $141.59, meaning Platinum members, you're saving $93.25 or $136.13. Platinum members are basically getting this half price compared to if you were buying all of the items individually. Phenomenal value. Hundreds and hundreds of sheets in this particular collection for you as well. Loads of you chatting away with us on social media. The papers look gorgeous. Darlene saying she's never seen anything like that rainbow paper before. The next one I'm going to share with you, the next one that Craig's going to demonstrate for us is that Bohemian Bliss, which is awesome. You get loads in this one as well. With a Bohemian Bliss, you are getting your Fabulous Finish topper collection, you're getting the luxury inserts, the 8x8 pad, the printed parchment, and you're getting the corresponding matte-tastic adorable scoreable as well. So you've got a little bit of everything in there as well. Melinda's saying her Ultimate Pro was just delivered. She's very excited. Deed's saying great bundles of card toppers, and Diana saying to be a winner is nice, but being able to watch CC is a big win for me. How lovely is that? Yes, keep commenting away, remember as well, because every time you comment, you will put you in with the opportunity to get one of those goodie bags. We've got one more bag to give away today. Who is going to get their name on it? We shall find out soon. I know we're not meant to have favourites, Craig, but I think it's fair to say that Bohemian Bliss is probably your favourite of this show.
It's my favourite of all of Hunky Dory's collections. Absolutely my favourite. They've done one in the past called Rose Gold Moments. That was always my favourite. This one's come along. This is now my absolute all-time favourite. I adored this one. So what we're going to do, couldn't be a Hunky Dory show without any fussy cutting, and it can't be any fussy cutting without home decor. So what we're going to do is we're just using the 8x8 paper pads, as Joe showed you these earlier on, all double-sided that you can see within here, 160 GSM, you've got some designer detail on the front, you've got patterns on the back, you're getting 48 in total, 12 designs, and you're getting 4 of each. Now a few of them that you'll see if we're fine, look at the unicorns and that within these ones. Pop it simply in a frame, that's all you need to do, it's a bit of home decor. Look at that one. Now it's this style that we're actually going to focus on. So if I bring in one of the sheets, so we're going to go for this one that you can see here. So this is the one that we're going to use. Now because you get 4 of each, what I've already done beforehand is I sat last night in front of the TV watching Philip Schofield in The Cube, and I fussy cut all of these out.
For anyone that doesn't know who he is or what that show is, that sounded really odd, Craig. The Cube is like a game show and it's presented by a guy called Philip Schofield. I just wanted to clear that up, Craig, sorry.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Here in the UK, you'll know what I was on about. Obviously, stateside, you're probably like, what is that? So it's just a game show. So I just fussy cut all this out. So you can see I've got all my foam pads already on the back. So yes, it will take time. If you want to cut it out, it will take time to cut out and assemble it with your pads or glue gel. But we're just going to assemble this all together. Bit like the little book. So I've just cut out individual layers. And as it gets on, it gets smaller and smaller. So what I'm going to do is let's move this one out of the way. Now I've just brought in a frame that I've got from, well, Asda as it is, but you can get an inexpensive one from, you know, Tesco, The Range, or Home Bargains, anything like this one. What I did do beforehand, I've taken out the glass, because this one, the glass was all on the front level. Now what I mean is the glass was right in at the base. If the glass was towards the top, which was a box frame, then I could have left it in because I've got a lot of height to it, but I've taken it out. So let's remove these bits out. Now what I've already done beforehand is I've just popped some double-sided tape all the way round. Now what I'll find with this one is I don't need to trim down my 8x8 cardstock. What I can do is just bring this one in, and then I'm just going to centralise this one. So if I then just work out where that I want to go, so you know, obviously I want to have it so it's really centred, but you can have it towards the top in different ways. But what I'm going to do is if I just then pop that one just in to there, so we can see that is now all good to go. So what I'm then just going to do is if I bring in my first layer, which I've got here, now if you want to use your glue gel, you can do, but of course mine are all on foam pads. So what I've done is this layer here, I haven't been too precise. I've just cut all the way around and also within the actual center. So then I'm just going to lay that one over the top. If you're doing it this way and you're unsure or a bit uneasy about laying it all on, then what you can do, I think I'm this way, what you can do is do that little tip where we're actually popping a bit of wet glue on the back, just to give you a bit more maneuverability. Now I'm trying not to put my head in the way, just to line up. So there we go. So I'm just going to pop my head in just so I can line it up. And the good thing with this frame as well, which was unintentional, but it works really well, is I've got a few of these elements that just come without or within the actual frame actual element. So you can see these just pop out. So then if I bring in my next one just here, that can then just go into place. Now I've just cut all the way around with this one, including this little butterfly just here.
Cindy's asking if you could use these for scrapbooking too. She doesn't make cards, Craig, but I think it'd be awesome for that, don't you?
Of course you can, yeah. If you like to do your 8x8 scrapbook pages, then this is going to be perfect for you. If you want to use the A4 background cards, again, trim them down to 8x8, or if you want to do a different size, you know, A4, obviously they are all A4, which is just a bit smaller than your letter size, go for it. You can do, no problem at all. It's yours. Once you've got it at home, you can do whatever you like with it. But now, what I'm doing with this one is within this layer, what I've done is I've really fussy cut into all of the detail and really spent a lot of time just snipping in. And then again, what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to bend this top one forward because it is very flimsy because there's not a lot at this area. So I'm just going to just pop that one into place. So once I'm just eyeing up this area down at the bottom. Once I've got that into place, then I can then work my way around, and I'm just going to just pop this one in. Again, just keeping a hold of this end here, and then I'm just going to follow all the way around, and I'm just going to pop that into place. And then when I get to this area here, I can just start to maneuver this one. Because I haven't pressed really hard, it means we can then just lift our foam pads up, pop them back into place. So then that initial layer underneath, that starts to just pop out from underneath because I haven't been too precise. Then if I bring in, what my mind's gone blank, what are they called?
Dreamcatcher.
Dreamcatcher, that's what it is. Dreamcatcher. Now with this one, I've just cut a wee bit less detail within this one. So I'm just then going to pop that one into place just there. So you can see how it starts to build up. So if I then tip it that way so you can see above, it starts to layer up. Then what I'm going to do, the next layer of the frame, I've really just chopped that down into smaller elements. So I'm then going to layer that one up into place. So if I then just work my way around, so this is giving it more dimension. If you've got any of your glitter sprays, you could be using them. Of course, if you've got your sparkle pens, your sparkle pots, use them as well if you wanted to. But then I'm just going to finish off these bits just here by popping them on. And that one goes into there. And then I've got this one. Now, where did that come from? Up here. And then bringing in our last part, which is the last one of the Dreamcatcher, and I've really snipped away a lot of that detail. So now I've just got the outer part and just a couple of the feathers at the bottom, and then this is then just going to pop into place just there. Press that into place so it's nice and secure. So again, if I tip that up now, we really can see that dimension that we've got just there. Then what I'm just going to do is then just bring this back in. So pop that one in and see how, because it's double-sided, see how we've got this double-sided sheet on the back just here. I've got all these bits here. These were all excess offcuts from what I had cut on the front. Keep a hold of them because what you could do is either use them elsewhere, or you could still come along, couple of these I've already cut. Some of these smaller ones, you could still come along and just tuck these in, add little accents if you wanted to. So just have a look at what we would say is your scraps, all these excess parts, and see where else you can use them. But I'm just going to leave it as it is. I'm even just going to pop that sheet in just for a bit of stability. And then again, what we're just going to do is pop the back of the frame in. So although I know I've assembled this one really quickly, of course the time was in the cutting, but you could be doing something like this yourself at home. I'm not popping a sentiment on, but you know, I could be bringing in one of my sentiments from the Bohemian Bliss collection and pop that one on. Alternatively, do no layering it up, just use one sheet flat, and then there's your home decor frame. Could be a gift, it could be for Thanksgiving, it could be for Christmas, or could just go into my house like it's going to do.
Yeah, it looks absolutely awesome, Craig. Another fabulous way of using it. Yes, great for cards, also great for scrapbooking, and awesome as well for home decor as well. La Quieta saying, I will be saving the show as well, mainly for Craig's amazing tips and techniques. Diana saying she's going to make one of these for sure. Rachel saying, I love Craig's home decor ideas. I can see some Christmas presents being made here. La Quieta saying as well, I agree, Hunky Dory is an amazing gift, but I seem to buy it thinking to gift it, then I keep it. Naughty, naughty me. David saying as well, absolutely beautiful, so inspiring, love it and love this show. And Donna saying as well, love the idea of using these as home decor elements either for yourself or for guests. Francine says, Craig, you've given me some great ideas for home decor, such an inspiration. It's a really busy show. I think what we should do though is maybe do our final giveaway of the show. So let's find out who has won. It's someone over on YouTube. Let me just grab my tombola of fun. It's someone over on YouTube, and it is Dita on YouTube. Congratulations, you are the winner. You need to drop us an email, please, to prizes@crafterscompanion.com, and we'll pop you into that awesome draw. And your bingo ball is going to be bingo ball B13. So that is your bingo ball, and I'm popping it into the machine. I'm going to give you a bit of a stir up so you are in there ready for our prize draw this coming Sunday, where you can win a whole host, a massive awesome bundle of crafting goodies from us here at Crafters TV, which is awesome. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through all of the different individual kits, of course, that make up that larger By the Show collection, because there's so many options for you on how you choose to get hold of this. There is something for every price point. Let's go with the butterflies first, the ever popular butterflies, of course. And in here what you've got is you've got your luxury card collection. It's going to give you 24 sheets, 36 sheets of your toppers in here, and then also 48 sheets in that 8x8 double-sided paper pad as well. $29.97 or $43.49 if you want to get your hands on that one. Now, we've also got the Forever Florals collection available to you. In here, you're going to get 8 sheets of toppers, 16 sheets of your printed backgrounds. You've got 36 sheets of the inserts, 150 sheets in that little book, and also 16 sheets of printed parchment as well. So it's a really comprehensive bundle, that one. $28.47 or $42.49 if you want to get your hands on that one on its own. We then have the Hunky Dory Bohemian Bliss. This is a big collection, this one. You've got 8 topper sheets in here, 36 of the inserts, 48 sheets in that 8x8 paper pad, 16 sheets of the printed parchment, and also 30 sheets of your matte-tastic adorable scoreable cardstock as well. The price on that one, $34.96 or $51.99. Now you've also got the Hunky Dory Popper Topper collection. This is awesome, 45 pages in each of these. You've got Gentleman's Pick, Lady's Choice, Animal Magic, and Playtime. You get all of them there for that great price, $35.97 or $48.99. However, far and away, the most popular item is the By the Show collection. 60% of the By the Show collection has sold out and gone. Don't forget about those double points. You're going to get 354 points on this collection if you're in the US, 244 points if you're buying this collection in the UK. Great savings for everyone there of over $100 and almost £70. However, Platinum members, you're going to save $93.25 in pounds, $136.13 in dollars, meaning today today, Platinum members pay $97.59 or $141.59. So great value. However you're choosing to get a hold of it, whether it's the smaller collections or it's that bigger collection, it is completely up to you. Now we're going to have a look at something that I don't think I've ever seen before, Craig, and that is these pearlescent powders. Just to let you know, there are 4 different sets available to you. They're all quite low stock, however, so if you have got your eye on one, I would definitely act sooner rather than later. But a pearlescent powder, Craig, where does that sit within all of the other sort of powders and glitters and things that might be in our crafty arsenal?
Right, this is really going to give your stamping that wow factor. What we're going to do is, it doesn't take long to show you a few different techniques. We've had them on a few of our Hunky Dory shows, but we've never actually got round to actually showing some of the things that you can do with them, because then you can actually dust with them. I know you're thinking, dust, what do you mean? We'll show you that in a second. But you could paint with them as well. You can put them in your water spritzer as well. So we'll show you a few different things. So these ones, on all the collections, these are going to work perfectly with your darker cards, so your real black cards. You can use your light cards, but you're really going to get the effect when it comes to your darker shades. So what I've just done with this one is I've just taken my favourite 8x8 stamp that we've got at Crafter's Companion. Use any size. I'm just using this one just to give you the effect, but it could be sentiment, it could be character, it could be just a little flower. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in our watermark ink pad. So let's say an ink pad, what it is, it's a real sticky ink. So what I'm just going to do is I'm not going to go all over, because again I want to show you a few different really quick but really effective techniques. So what I'm just doing is I'm just laying down that sticky ink. So what I'm just going to do is if I then just turn that one over and then I'm going to press. Now again, I'm not being precise as long as I've got a bit of the image on the background just to show you. So then what I'm going to do is taking that away. So you'll probably just be able to see, if I lift it up, you can kind of see a watermark effect, hence the name. So what I'm going to do for this one, so this one is set 1, I believe. So this is the burnished bronze, the glistening gold, and the shimmering silver. So what I'm going to do for this one is I'm going to take the lid off. Now there's a white cap that comes on it. Always just keep a hold of the cap as it is. Mine's is nice and secure in the lid, which is great. And then what I'm just going to do now, if you've never seen these before, you're going to go wow in a minute.
It's got a bit of a different texture, isn't it? It almost looks like a sort of flower texture to it.
It is. It's like exactly that, flower.
Like plain flour,
very,
yeah.
very thin texture to it. It's very, very light and flowery, but the glimmer that you get, the pearlescent effect that you get with it looks phenomenal. Now you can mix the colours, always put just a little bit down, because if you do obviously mix them, then you're contaminating them and you don't want to pop that back within the pot. But all that I'm doing is I'm just dabbing that colour down. So you can see how that starts to come alive. You can see that just there. How lovely that is. Now you think, okay, yeah, looks lovely, Craig. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to just take off that excess. So I'm just using one of our brushes. This is just one of our brushes that we use.
It's like CSI craft scene investigation, Craig.
It is that, isn't it?
Craft scene investigation, yeah, that's what it is.
Now look at that. So what you would then find you would get with your stamped impression with your ink pads, you're now getting when it comes to the powders, just using the watermark. So what I'll do is actually can I come a bit closer, Adam, just so that we can, oh, look at that, straight away there. Look at that effect there. You don't miss any detail because the powder is so fine, you get that glimmer. It's like you've done all that foiling for yourself. Now that isn't just because it's our 8x8 stamp. Joe, this could be the tiniest of character stamps. Could be one of the over the edge die cuts that you want to die cut stamp over the top. You can do all of these. If it's a stamp, use your watermark, you could be getting that effect just there. Look at this one. So this is same stamp in the same colour, and what I just done is I just trimmed that one down and I just done a bit of matting and layering. That's all that I done there. Same stamp that you can see there. Really nice, quick and simple card. Then what we can do is let's move that out of the way. So from that same stamp set, what I've done is I've then just heat embossed the rose that comes on that same stamp set there. So just white embossing powder, I heat set it, that's as good to go. So then now the original one that I've got at the side, I used that bronze, but let's just use the glistening gold just for a bit of a difference. So again, I'm just going to take that, so that's what I mean by the little paper lid. Just keep that on, or at least keep it in the lid so it's nice and secure. I'm just going to get rid of that excess off of my hand just there. And then what I'm just going to do is let's use just one of our little tweezer accessories, and I'm just going to pop just a little bit just onto my glass mat. Then what I'm going to do is let's use our spritz tool. So we're going to start to use this as a paint. So I'm I'm not going to spritz right in the middle. You can if you want, but just so that I can add water to it, more and more water to it. And then what I'm just going to do is I'm just slowly just going to start to bring that water into the actual powder. I'm going to pull some of that powder away because I want it to be quite intense. You can see there, now look how intense that is now. So I'm just going to break down the particles just with my brush, and then let's just take some of that excess off. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to paint with this. I'm colouring in the image. Because I've done heat embossing, it does the resist effect, so it resists any of the pearlescent.
Diana's asking, is this just for black cardstock, Craig?
No, you can do this with any cardstock, but as I was saying at the start, this works best with your darker cardstock.
Awesome.
You really get that pearlescent, that shimmer effect when it comes to your darker card.
Diane also, Craig, says, how do you set the powder so it doesn't come off if needs be?
Rightio, we'll show you that. Do you know something? That's something that I had sitting at the side of me and I totally forgot, so I'm so glad you reminded me.
Awesome.
So what we'll do is let's just finish this. I won't do it all because I want to show you just one more quick technique just afterwards, and it is just really quick. But you can see now, all that I'm doing is I'm just painting that. Now you can then start to add extra detail by, you know, going in with a bit more depth into some areas. So you're starting to do that shading yourself. So if you want to go a bit more intense there, but then just leave that to dry, and you don't need to do anything with that one after, once it's dried. So if I bring that close up, again, you can straight away start to see that shimmer already. Here's one that I've done exactly the same, but with the bronze. So if I then tip that one just there we go. That's that one. And then what we'll do is let's just bring this one back in. So to secure this one, I'm coming straight back. What you're going to do now, not that it matters, but I'm covering the
you
brand.
got that in my changing room?
Hairspray. This could be the cheapest of cheap hairspray.
Sounds like the one in my changing room, yeah.
Yeah, certainly this isn't the one that you've got, that's for sure, yeah. Notice it was like a 29p one that you had. But yeah, so it could be the cheapest of cheap hairsprays, and then all that I'm just going to do, just lightly spray over the top. Now obviously, because it's obviously a spray, it will discolour your black card very slightly for a moment or two. Once that evaporates, that has sealed the front of your pearlescent powders when it comes to your stamped image. So that's all that you need to do. Then let's then bring in another bit of cardstock. Now again, you can be using this on colour card or white card, but you get that best effect when it comes to the actual black card. Then what we'll just do is then let's just use the silver, because then that means that we've done all colours. What I'm just doing is just bringing one of our Spectrum Noir, our actual spritz tool, and there's already a wee bit of water in that one. So I'm just going to add some of the powder into there.
Oh, wow.
I'm then just going to pop the lid over the top, and let's secure that one. Let's give that just a good shake, and then this is now going to give us our own shimmer spritz tool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just do it on the back just now, just to get it started, and then what I'm going to, once it starts, I'm just then, so if I move a bit closer and then spritz, now obviously this is with the silver, but hopefully you'll be able, you can start to see. Maybe the silver at the moment wasn't the best ideas to show you.
Oh yeah, I can see that there.
But you can see.
Do you think it'll get more intense as it dries?
Absolutely.
Craig?
Yeah, it will do. And if I show you this one, so I've done exactly the same, but I've done it with the gold, and I've made this card so you're looking right at the back, just there. So this is creating your own shimmer. Look at that.
Oh, there it is. I can see that.
So obviously that will happen with the silver as it dries, but I've done exactly the same and just made my own little card with that one. So there is, you know, use your powders on top of your stamp and your watermark, ink pads, then you can paint with them, use them as a spritz as well. So this is why I really want to show you what to do with these actual powders.
Awesome. Really busy on those. Remember, 4 different sets of those. Should we run you through the different options that you've got here with these? All the same price, $9.99 or $13.49. So your first one that you've got is set 1, as you can see here, with those lovely goldy tones in there and the shimmering silver. You've also got set 2, which has got the lovely purple, the blue, and that pearly pink in there as well. Set 3 is going to get you the brilliant burgundy, along with those other 2 metallic tones. And set 4 is your last one that's got a lovely sort of aqua and the muted sort of champagne, along with that beautiful sunshine shimmer in there as well, which is awesome. All of those available individually, but they are quite low in stock at the moment, so do be quick for them. I want to recap the Buy the Show collection because it is far and away the busiest collection. 2/3, in fact, of the stock has now gone. I think as well we've got busy on this as we come towards the end of the show. A lot of you like to see all the options and see that you want to go for all of it. A lot of you with this in unchecked baskets at the moment. So I'd say if you're watching this show back at a later date, definitely check the website for the stock situation because it has been very, very busy. $121.99 is what you're getting. You're getting 4 collections within here, which is awesome. $176.99 if you're in the US. Platinum members get this today, $97.59 or $141.59. Double points. We're going to send it to you free of charge, whether you're here in the UK or you are, of course, in the US as well. Great value, I think, if you really want a massively comprehensive selection of awesome hunky-dory crafting items, then this is definitely the selection for you. I need to remind you also about the Rainbow Miri card as well. Very busy on this. $11.99 or $16.49. You can get 3 for £30 or $42. 60% of that has already sold out and gone. So it's very busy. And again, if you're watching this show back later, check the website for the stock situation. Craig, tomorrow, you and I here, 1 p.m. UK time, 8 a.m. East Coast, the first of our masterclasses, first of our birthday masterclasses. What can we expect from the show tomorrow?
So tomorrow, yeah, as you say, is our first of the masterclasses, all about our stamp and die spinner collection. So we're going to be showing you how to make super cool cards where the actual element or the animal or whatever you're stamping can actually spin around. It is so cool, and I cannot wait to show you what I've come up with.
Yeah, it's going to be absolutely awesome. So make sure you join myself and Craig for that masterclass tomorrow at 1 p.m. UK time, 8 a.m. East Coast. And then tomorrow, oh my word, at 4 p.m. this is hunky-dory. At 4 p.m. today is hunky-dory, Joe. Come on, get the program. 4 p.m. tomorrow, Cartload, myself and Debbie Fisher, back with a Fast and Furious sales show. You know how awesome the Cartload deals are regularly. Any other, week or any other time of the year here at Crafty TV, well, we have really upped the game for those Cartload shows tomorrow. I'm not allowed to tell you that the deals are probably live right now over on the website, so I won't tell you that. But yes, make sure you join myself and Debbie tomorrow for that. It's going to be a really, really awesome show. And the birthday fun continues tomorrow. Don't forget about all the free gifts that you get. Spend £10 or $10. You get that happy birthday die today. £50 or dollars, you get that plus the pen. £100 or dollars, you get that plus the pen, plus that awesome little tool bag as well. So all of that is going to continue tomorrow. We're still going to have goodie bag winners in every show. We're still going to have free UK P&P. We're still going to have double points across absolutely everything on our website. If you haven't yet, definitely get yourself over to the website and look at all the awesome deals across everything. There's a huge birthday section there on the website, so please do take a look over there. Massive thanks to Craig. Absolute pleasure to spend a couple of hours in the craft room with Craig, as it always was. Huge thanks to the team next door in the gallery, and also massive thanks to all of you guys at home. We'll see you back here tomorrow for another day of fun. See you then.
Bye.